I was just kicked out of a book club for being trans.
Welcome to my channel, Outspoken Samantha. If you are new here, welcome. I would love it if you would help me to grow this channel and hit that subscribe button now. And if you're returning, welcome back. I truly do appreciate your continued support on my channel, and I hope that you are subscribed as well. So today we're going to quickly just touch on this video that I came across on TikTok. Of course, as you can see by the opening little blip in the intro, this person is saying that they got kicked out of a book club for being transgender. But as we're going to hear, that is not entirely the reason, and it's really unfortunate that arguments are painted this way because we have so many of these people putting themselves in this position and then blaming everybody else for enforcing the rules when they insisted on trying to break them. And it just seems to fuel this rampant narcissism that we see across society, where people just feel like they are entitled to have exactly what they want whenever they want it, and they don't feel like they have to think about the repercussions or the consequences or anything else, like how this is going to affect anybody else but them.
Look at me, look at me.
And just to make it clear, I have nothing against this person. I don't want any harm to come to them, and I am sad that their feelings got hurt and that they are struggling in their life. But the important thing is that we have to think about the fact that there are other people's feelings to consider. There are other people that are being impacted by your decisions, and by you attempting to break the rules and then forcing people to enforce them, that does not make you a victim. It makes you somebody that seems like you don't think that you should have to think about other people. And that seems to be a particularly common thread when it comes to gender ideology and how it teaches people to think. It's that the rules don't apply to them. If anybody else has a problem with what they're doing, then they're the problem. If you speak out about it, then they're the victim and they're being targeted and they're being discriminated against in some way.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
So let's just hear what this person has to say, and we will just kind of talk about it as we go.
A couple days ago, when I was scrolling Facebook, I saw a Knoxville-based book club for women, and so I reached out and I requested to join. I was granted membership, and I thought everything was fine, and then I saw that they had a Discord, so I joined their Discord. I made a quick introduction, told them a little bit about me, told them what my favorite types of books were, and then at the very end of my introduction, for complete transparency, I said that I was trans. It got a like, so I thought everything was fine. So I went ahead and I started chatting with people. Halfway through my conversation on if e-readers were better than physical books, my membership to the Discord was immediately revoked without any reason why, and I was banned from the Facebook group.
So I really don't think that this group owes you an explanation as to why they kicked you out of this group. You attempted to join a group that you were not qualified to be a part of, that went directly against the rules and regulations and the guidelines for that group. Not to mention, there are thousands of groups on social media that have very specific guidelines for the people that they want to be in that group. But for some reason, you thought the rules didn't apply to you. You read the rules, you read the guidelines, you understood that this was a women's group, and you clearly understood that there was a difference between you and biological women because you felt the need to disclose that to them. And I can appreciate you being transparent about that. But again, there is literally no room for you to say that you don't understand why they would kick you out of that group.
Bueller.
And just because they liked your comment does not mean that this was an actual like or an actual approval of what you are saying. A lot of times I will scroll through social media, and even if I hit the heart button or the like button, that doesn't mean that I like what they're saying. I'm just acknowledging that I read it. Not to mention, a lot of these guidelines are to keep the members of that group safe. Can you imagine if this was some kind of women's help group for abusive situations, or a place that they needed to go and disclose personal information about their relationships or trauma that they've experienced, and it was really damaging to them to have a male in that group where they really wanted this to be a women's space, and somebody came in there and said that they were trans. Now, this person might think that there's not a whole lot of difference between them and, you know, an actual biological woman, but somebody in that space is going to want to feel protected. They're going to want to know that this is truly just women, and allowing somebody in there who just in their brain thinks that they are the same as a woman, even though they're not, is going to be very traumatizing and triggering for them. I have been kept out of groups before because I don't specifically meet the requirements of that group. There's groups based on where you live, your demographic, your age range, your life experiences. There are so many different kinds of groups on social media that say that you have to meet a certain standard or certain requirements to be a part of it. And there are times when I have tried to join groups just because I'm interested in the subject matter, but have been rejected because I don't meet all of the criteria. But I'm not taking to TikTok or I'm not creating videos on social media because I feel discriminated against or because my feelings are hurt. So let's hear some more of what this person had to say.
Had I not said anything about being trans, I highly doubt I'd be making this video right now. I was hoping to build a small community around books. I was hoping to be able to enjoy reading.
I do have to wonder why you think that being a part of a woman's book club is the only means that you felt that you could start to enjoy reading again, or you could create a community of people. If that is something that is truly important to you, create your own community and create your own book club, and you can set the rules about who you do and do not want in there, and nobody is going to complain about it.
And then I was suddenly removed and banned, and I was not given a reason why.
You know why. Stop saying that.
Read the rules and the guidelines before I started posting, so I know that I was well within their rules.
Except for the fact that you're not a woman.
And they couldn't even give me the courtesy as to why they removed me. My background pretty much lines up with everyone else in that group. I am in my 30s, I have a background in reading, I have a degree in writing, I'm pretty much as basic as you can get. The only difference is that I'm a queer trans woman.
So you're admitting that you understand that there is a difference, and you understand that that group was not geared towards you.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
And for some reason, you don't think that these women have a right to have a space of their own, that they don't have a right to create a community of their own. They don't have a right to set the guidelines and the boundaries for the groups and the clubs that they want to be a part of.
This was not okay, especially now during a time when trans women and queer women are intentionally being hated and harmed by society.
Try being a woman who says that they want to have their own bathroom right now, or who doesn't want biological men to come into their bathroom or locker room, or a parent who doesn't want boys to share their bathrooms at the school with their daughter. Try being a female athlete who doesn't want to have to compete against men. Try being a woman who spends years working on their athletics and their running and their swimming or whatever it is, only to be knocked out of a prestigious position or scholarship by a man who wakes up one day and decides that they want to be a woman and that they deserve that award more than the woman who worked for it does. Try being in a woman's prison and saying that you don't want to share your cell with a man who says that he's a woman. Try being a woman who says that she doesn't want to be called a menstruator or a chest feeder. I just get really tired of these people, of so many people, and it's not even just the trans community. It just seems to be this generation in general who think that they are just entitled to things, and that anybody that says no, that suddenly it's some kind of injustice and discrimination in society, and the whole thing needs to be just dismantled and completely rebuilt from the bottom up.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Anyway, I would love to hear your thoughts on this in the comments below. Please like this video, share it with anybody that you think might find it interesting. Please be sure that you are subscribed. Keep it real, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.